Ladies and gentlemen, we can't Igor that Paixao pied Leeds United and we need a new winger replacement. Well, who's it going to be? Well, let's talk about it in today's Leeds United transfer news and rumours. All right, guys, what's going on? My name is Ollie Ward. Welcome back to the Ollie Ward channel. Hope you've all had a fantastic Tuesday and you're ready for the latest Leeds United transfer news and rumours. Before we start, you guys know what to do. I asked for 500 likes yesterday. Yes, we didn't hit it, basically because the video went wrong. I said Paixao's come to Leeds and now he's not. The Ollie Ward jinx strikes again. But today, we can smash 500 likes. That would really be good. Also, subscribe if you're new. We are 17 subscribers away from 20,600. So subscribe. Why wouldn't you? And all the new subscribers, welcome. Thank you for joining the party. And today, I want you to comment how many signings Leeds United need, like 1, 2, or 3, until you think we're ready for the new season. Let me know in the comments down below. What signings do we need and how many do we need? Let me know in the comments down below. Without further ado, let's get into it and let's address the elephant in the room. Don't be rude, not me. We're talking about Paixao to Marseille. Here we go to Marseille confirmed. We know it all now. 30 million euros plus 5 million in add-ons. They always wanted him. He always wanted them, really. He was waiting for them to offer again. 5-year deal. Leeds do miss out. Annoying, but the club did everything they could. We just move on, and now we need to get a new winger replacement. Wish him the best of luck, all that stuff, because he did look really good, and I'm not bitter at all. Never rated the bloke. But the new replacements, there's been a few sort of wingers that have been linked with Leeds United today, so let's just get into a few of them, and I'll kind of give my opinions on them. Let's start off with Riccardo Sottil, or Sottil. Back in January, I've got a bit of a blurb about them. I just nicked it off an article. Back in January, and after 30 goals and assists in 138 appearances for Fiorentina, Sottil joined AC Milan on loan, a loan deal that saw Milan pay an initial 1 million plus a permanent fee of around 9 million pounds. But after just 8 Milan appearances and failing to make any kind of impact during the second half of last season, the 26-year-old is back, but it doesn't seem like he'll remain that way for very long. TMW report that Sottil has not been included in Fiorentina's travelling squad to the UK. With 2 years left on his contract, Fiorentina are under no pressure to necessarily sell their man, but clearly they want to. It looks like he's not part of their plans. Didn't travel to England for their pre-season. It is unclear how much they would put for him and how much Leeds actually want him and how much they have to pay, but apparently he's on the move. And if you looked at some sort of stats, I looked this morning, he's one of the best progressive ball carriers in the world, which is it's always a good sign when you need a new winger. But again, I don't know too much about him. If you do, let me know in the comments down below. This is one that I think all these replacements now, unless there's someone coming in huge, we're going to be a bit annoyed that it's not Paixao, because how good Paixao was. I think that's going to be sort of the sort of what's happening right now. That's what we're going to get, but we'll have to see. Next up, let's talk about Jota Silva from Nottingham Forest. And according to Igor Paixao, I've seen him a lot on Twitter before. Leeds United and Sporting are both pushing to sign Jota Silva from Nottingham Forest. Sporting are apparently negotiating a loan with a 10 million euros buy clause, but Forest want 15 million euros. That's from Ekrem on Twitter. The thing is with Jota Silva, I personally think our wingers are up there, and if not sort of better on par with Jota Silva. I think let Sporting have their man. I prefer Ramazani. I think I prefer Nonso and also Dan James to Jota Silva as well. Not a bad option, but definitely wouldn't be my number one. And this one, there's no unconfirmed it's unconfirmed rumours really, but it's been floating around that Leeds United, like Bilal El Khannouss, also suggests that the Leeds could join several other Premier League clubs in the hunt to sign the Leicester winger and number 10. He was probably their standout player last year for the Foxes, as obviously they're relegated to the Championship the first time of asking. Like I said, he also can play in the 10 as well, so that would sort out Leeds' winger and 10 problem. Palace wants him too. Out of them three, I probably would go for El Khannouss. I think he was a very, very good player for Leicester last year. Obviously, didn't do enough to keep them in the league, but Palace do want him as well. It could be Eze leaving, El Khannouss comes in, makes sense. But none of these sort of wingers and players are really as attractive as Paixao was, which is, like I said, going to be the case because we're all a bit bummed out with the Paixao move. But yeah, out of them three, who would you like to see? Jota Silva, Riccardo Sottil, or Bilal El Khannouss? Personally, for me, it'll be Bilal El Khannouss. I'd like to see him at Leeds United because I don't think Leeds are going to sign a 10 now. I really don't. So it would be good to have an option that he could play a 10. Obviously, Nonto could play in the 10 as well. So can Ramazani. So we'll have to see. And also, Joel Piroe, we know, can play in the number 10 as well. And let's talk striker news now. And Leeds United have been credited with strong interest in signing Roma striker Artem Dovbyk. He's the Ukrainian striker. I only know him from FIFA. With reports in the Italian press revealing that the Serie A side's asking price for the Ukrainian striker is around 35 million euros. That's what they're asking for him. He's got 122 goals for Roma, and he's made it clear that they would entertain offers. He's not they previously has described him as untouchable, and now he's no longer untouchable and are listening to bids for around 35 million euros, so about 30 million pounds. And the players apparently attracted interest from both West Ham and Crystal Palace too, while also getting interest in Turkey from the form of Besiktas. So again, we'll have to see if this striker is a bit too good to be true. I'd probably prefer him over Rodrigo Muniz, and especially it's a little bit of a cheaper option as well. He's got 122 goals, prolific goal scorer, someone who probably has never had a chance in the Premier League, could definitely probably do a job in the Premier League. And I really like this, but the article that I did get this from was Team Talk, so we'll have to take that with a pinch of salt. But they're saying there's Italian press, but haven't named the press, so it's annoying. It's rumor mill. It is what it is for the minute. But Leeds United do need a number 9, and will Dovbyk be on Leeds United's radar? I'm not sure if that's actually how you say his name, but you'll have to let me know in the comments down below. And before I get into sort of exits and arrivals we should be expecting, I yesterday put on social media a little bit of a joke about putting, or underscore Ollie Ward underscore if you're not following, about Jack Grealish, and I said no, Paixao, no problem. Let's get Jack Grealish on loan. Bit tongue in cheek, okay? It was obviously tongue in cheek. Probably can't afford his wages, and he probably wouldn't drop to Leeds United. But the amount of people that said that he wouldn't get into this Leeds United team or how bad he is and stuff, he would. I don't care what you say. You can disagree with me if you want. I don't often put out my solid opinions on here. I like to leave it open and balance it. Jack Grealish would come into our team and be the best player in our club, like hands down. I don't know what anyone thinks he wouldn't be. He's stopped playing how he is because of Pep's system. He's still one of the best players in the Premier, or one of the better players in the Premier League, 100%. I don't get the people that won't want Grealish but would want someone like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I just think personally that's where I stand on Jack Grealish. I think he would come into our team and be the best player easily. But also, again, that stops that number 10 and winger problem. It could happen. I'd love to see it happen, but we're not going to be able to afford his wages. And I don't think he'd drop down into a relegation battle team, despite Man City looking at offers, and he hasn't been on their tour. So, yeah, we'll have to see with Jack Grealish. But obviously, this is not a link. This was just something I jokingly put out on Twitter, but got a lot of backlash and a lot of publicity. And last but not least, just talking the exits that we should sort of be seeing in the next few weeks. Mateo Joseph, like I said yesterday, Girona put in a new offer for Mateo Joseph. He wants to leave. Schmidt also looks like he's going to be joining Werder Bremen. Meslier will be off as well. Bamford, Greenwood, and Joffe will pretty much be the confirmed exits unless someone else comes up as well. We might lose a midfielder in Gruev maybe, but we'll have to see. Pascal still not 100% sure with that. And the arrivals, like I've asked you in the comments, what do you think we need? I can see Leeds United bringing in a winger. Definitely, they want to get a Paixao replacement. Leeds United need a number 9, literally anyone, and also a fullback or 2. That's what I think, because Daniel Farke wants a fullback in before Isaac Schmidt goes. So, Leeds are pretty much confirmed looking at three signings to bring in a winger, striker, and a fullback. Do you think Leeds United need any more? Let me know in the comments down below. Guys, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you are new. I've been Ollie Ward, and I will catch you in the next video. If something drops, turn your notification bell on, because I might just do a random live or a random video. So turn it on. I've been Ollie Ward, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheery. Oh.